Mark Hamill dressed as a stormtrooper and Orange Vader for Comic-Con. Oh, for fun.
Hello, I started this gangster shit. And this the mother thanks I get. Hello, I started this gangster shit. And this the mother thanks I get.
Hey everyone, welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Thank you very much. You're listening to Ethan Van Sciver, comic book artist with 25 years experience in the trenches, creator of Cyberfrog. My new comic book Cyberfrog Blood Honey is in its last week. This is the final week of fundraising. If you would like to pre-order a copy of Cyberfrog Blood Honey, the link is below in the description. I am the illustrator of Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life and a great big Star Wars fan. And now I kind of regret not going to San Diego Comic-Con because Star Wars is Mark Hamill, the actor who played Luke Skywalker, the actor who plays the Joker on the animated series, and many other things. Well, he dressed as a stormtrooper, and Orange Vader. We're going to find out what Orange Vader means. I suspect it's political for Comic-Con. This is the fun thing about Comic-Con. Everybody dresses up. They can wear masks. So a lot of celebrities choose to mill around in the crowd dressed in full costume, and you don't know it's them. Brad Pitt has done it, I believe. A lot of big stars have done it. You dress completely up from head to toe in a costume and then walk around, and people go, oh, that's a nice, Chewbacca. But really, it's Rachel Maddow. And that's the way it works. That's the way Comic-Con works. So it's a lot of fun. And for fun, here comes Mark Hamill. Ever since Lucasfilm started making Star Wars movies once again, Mark Hamill has reaffirmed his position as an authority among geek circles to the point where he cannot even walk around Comic-Con without being swamped by fans. Of course not. He's Luke Skywalker. I would swamp him. I would swamp Luke Skywalker all by myself. I'd be like, hey, Mark Hamill, will you please sign my copy of The Last Jedi? No. Will you sign my copy of Return of the Jedi, which was your greatest moment ever as Luke Skywalker? They say that that you never actually killed anyone in the Star Wars movies. I seem to remember you kicking people off of the skiff into the Sarlacc pits awaiting Hungry Maw. I seem to remember that. I don't know if that's killing or not. Is that the Sarlacc that's killing, or is that you? I'm going to go back and I'm going to make a body count. I want to make a body count of Luke Skywalker kills, just to make a point here. This is why Hamill partook in the celebrity trend of cosplaying on the Comic-Con floor and taking stealth photos with fans, only to reveal his costume later and make a few random fans feel like they won the lottery. Well, I wouldn't feel like I won the lottery if I took a picture like this with Luke Skywalker, and that's Luke Skywalker. I wouldn't feel good about myself because I wouldn't be able to prove that I met Luke Skywalker. I'd be very sad. Why won't you take your helmet off? I mean, you are kind of short for a stormtrooper, but I'd rather have a picture with you, Mark Hamill, than just some random stormtrooper. Hamill, dressed as a First Order stormtrooper, fake stormtrooper, and Orange Vader, in quotes, at San Diego Comic-Con this year, and managed to get through the convention floor relatively unnoticed, save for those who wanted a photo op with a foot soldier with bad aim. Yeah, they do have bad aim. They have terrible aim, these stormtroopers. Why do they employ incompetence? Why would they clone a bunch of incompetents? Why would they do that? I don't understand. It's odd. Hamill revealed his costume on his Twitter account, confirming that he did indeed improve the pictures of a few lucky fans. So let's see this. Let's take a look at his Twitter account and get a nice blown up. Any day now, any day. My gosh, it takes forever. I was sure that the Wi-Fi down here had been improved. Here's Mark Hamill. San Diego Day 3 wish list. A, don't arouse any suspicions. It's me because I'm too short for this costume. B, find that ultra rare comic book that I need to complete my collection. C, get Nathan Hamill's autograph if I can find booth 1415 and find the perfect nacho. Okay, so these are all important things. Let me see if we can. Yeah, there's our guy. Let's back out a little bit. There's our guy getting suited up. He's got someone. I admire this photo. I don't know why. I just think it's cool. Look at the way his hands are. He's like, I'm used to this. I'm an actor. This is the way, when people are buzzing around you, costuming you up and everything. This is what you do. You stand like this with your hands out, almost like Christ arisen. I just, look at his face. That's Luke Skywalker. He's growing his beard back, though. Hang on a second. He's growing his beard back. He made a big deal about shaving it. What is this? You were supposed to be bald-faced, Mr. Hamill. Why are you growing back your beard? It isn't going to take that long for you to grow a full woolly beard back. Did you do it just for San Diego Comic-Con? Did you shave your beard just for San Diego Comic-Con? And now you're growing it back to be Luke Skywalker in Episode 9 with a beard? I feel like run amok. I really do. Here he is shaking the hand of a fellow that he met. This guy doesn't understand. He's shaking the hand of Luke Skywalker. He doesn't understand. I would feel, I would feel hoaxed. I'd feel hoaxed if I were that gentleman. He did find the comic book that he was looking for, Star Wars comics, and it's meant to look like a Legion of Superheroes comic. Okay, that's good. What else? Nathan Hamill. I don't know who Nathan Hamill is. Is that his brother? Is Nathan Hamill Mark Hamill's brother? We should do research on that. And then he did find the perfect plate of nachos. I would say, yeah, where's the chicken? Is there chicken? I need chicken with nachos. Not enough cheese. I don't think these are perfect at all. I think they look good. I don't think they're perfect, though. Okay, that's just my review of his nachos. That's my opinion. We can disagree. Yeah, it's true. All of it. There he is, quoting Harrison Ford as Han Solo. I was informed earlier today by a friend that I unknowingly took a photo of Mark Hamill during Comic-Con. Could it be true? And he says, yeah, it's true. Here he is again, being, as we can see, Donald Trump as Darth Vader. Quite a crowd of people. What's that dude up to? What is that dude up to? I don't know. He looks like he's up to no good. So he's Orange Vader. He's Donald Trump, and he is, yeah. I guess, yeah. Ha ha ha. He's got a mop of hair on his head. That doesn't look like Donald Trump's hair at all. I mean, not at all. That looks like Dan Rather in the 1980s. A lot of people just sitting around. Look at these people. They don't realize this guy's bought a lot of Legos. They don't realize that they're standing not feet away from Mark Hamill, the great Luke Skywalker. You have to look closely at people. You have to look closely at these people and just make sure, double check. Right here. This is what I would do. I would take note of this mole on his arm. That mole on Mark Hamill's arm. Just remember that's where that is. That's on his right arm. It's, forearm there. It's rather big. I'd have that looked at, actually. Mr. Hamill. Have a dermatologist look at that, please. Make the Death Star great again. Ha ha ha. It doesn't exist anymore. You destroyed it. If in the future, if Mark Hamill's running around in costume like this, just remember, look for that mole on his arm. And just look at it again. Look for that mole on his arm. That is a giveaway. That's how you will know it's Mark Hamill. Now, if he's dressed as a stormtrooper, you're going to have trouble because that arm will be covered. But just in the future, if he adopts a costume like this where his arms are bare and exposed, be aware that Mark Hamill has a mole right there. Look out for it. Look out for it and see if you can, you might get a nice meet and greet with Mark Hamill, and he won't put one over on you. Hamill is just coming off another portrayal of Luke Skywalker in Star Wars The Last Jedi, but he managed to step up to the dark side of the Force with his Comic-Con costume. It remains to be seen if he'll reprise the role that made him an icon for the upcoming film, considering the fact that he faded from existence. But there is a precedent for Force ghosts to pop up here and there. There is, and they will utilize that precedent. They will beat that precedent into the ground now. They have no choice. They've killed all of the characters. They've killed the entire cast. There's no reason to make a movie. They can't make a movie that anybody wants to come to see anymore. They're going to have to use Force ghosts. The whole thing is just going to be Force ghosts now. It's going to be crazy. In fact, They should just do a thing where it's like that movie The Others with Nicole Kidman, where it's the entire, like, it's Han Solo, it's Luke Skywalker, it's everyone. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor, of course, and they're just alive, they're just normal, and Yoda, and then they just realize, whoa, they're the dead ones, and then the people that they were haunted by were the living ones. That sucks. Never mind. That's not a good idea at all. That's a terrible idea. I'm so sorry. No, it's bad. All right, Hamill did tease a return for Star Wars Episode 9 with J.J. Abrams with a funny post on Twitter joking about the casting announcements that tend to dominate geek discussions nowadays by revealing an empty robe has joined the new movie. That's right. Where can I carry? I gotta find out where I can bring a gun. Apropos of nothing, this of course is an obvious reference to Luke's death in Star Wars The Last Jedi, but it could also be a sly tease that fans can expect to see him reprise his role as Luke Skywalker in a fashion similar to Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda from various movies in the franchise. Why is there an ad here on comic book? This is comicbook.com/Star Wars. Is that something that, I mean, do people think about guns and where they need a gun, like when they're reading these articles? Why is that? Fans are eager to learn what will happen to Luke in the future of the Star Wars saga, but judging by his appearance at Comic-Con, it doesn't sound like Mark Hamill is done with the galaxy far, far away anytime soon. No, of course not. He's going to troll it forever. That's what he does. And he's hilarious when he does it. So, God bless you, Mark Hamill. Big fan. Think you're terrific, and think you have a great sense of humor. The Trump thing, though, little hackneyed. Hey, want to follow me on Twitter? Okay, cool. I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. Talk to you there. Hello, potential Indiegogo backers. Hello, friends. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. I'm a comic book creator who worked for 20 years for Marvel and DC Comics on books like Green Lantern, Flash, Superman, Batman, and X-Men. But before that, I had a comic book called Cyberfrog. Now, Cyberfrog lasted from 1993 to 1998, and then it stopped when I went to go work for DC Comics. Now I want to tell the story of where Cyberfrog has been for the last 20 years. I want to write, pencil, ink a book called Cyberfrog Blood Honey that tells the story of gigantic alien hornets that come to Earth and conquer it, sending Cyberfrog into deep hibernation, where he emerges now in the year 2018 into a completely alternate reality, a new world where these hornets have taken over, devastated humanity, using human skin to make gigantic wasp hives, and harvesting human blood to make honey to feed their young. Very few humans still exist. But it's up to Cyberfrog to save what's left of humanity and turn back the damage that's been done by these wasps with his brother Salamandroid and his friend Heather Swain. I want you to help me do this. We're going to get colors by Kyle Ritter. He's a fantastic colorist, and he's going to make this book sing. I'd like this to be a 48-page one-shot prestige format, part 1 of 4. So I'm asking you to help me launch the very first Cyberfrog Blood Honey epic graphic novel. Are you in? Will you help me? I hope so. Let's get this frog jumping again. Show your friends you support independent comics while showing the world who you back in the fight against the swarm with the brand new Cyberfrog t-shirt from Crypto Fashion and Comic Artist Pro Secret. Sizes come in small to 5XL, and take your choice of colors between navy blue, white, and black. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and order the Fandom Menace, Go Get Daddy's Belt, Tico, and Soilo t-shirts as well. Link is below in the description. You're gonna look great. People love these shirts. They fit wonderfully. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the laughing man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.